Hello, my name is Vsin, and this is a snapshot of Gundam Breaker. Now, this game came out on October the 31st, 2013, in Japan. Retail price is actually pretty expensive. I'll get into that at the end of the video. And this is supposed to be... It was listed as one of the cooperative battle games for the PlayStation Vita, alongside other stuff like Soul Sacrifice and God's Eater 2 and all that good stuff. So what is it exactly? Well, it's heavily based around customization, as well as various different objective and mission types. So let's get into this, continue. My play time so far is 13 hours, so I'd say it's a fairly good time to make an impression. Now, first of all, what are these options here? What you can definitely tell if you look at this, if I encoded this properly anyways, is that you can see little bits of English text there. Now that is extremely helpful because even though this is a Japan-only game, you will see a lot of English text in it in the menus and makes it easier to navigate, although it's not super easy. As a disclaimer though, what I will say is I'm going to be treating this from the perspective of someone who doesn't know much Japanese. So, A, if I get something wrong, then feel free to laugh. And B, well, there are a lot of things I'm just not going to get. So from top to bottom, what are these options, at least from what I can tell? Single player, multiplayer ad hoc, multiplayer online. By the way, previous rumors about Gundam Breaker said that Gundam Breaker had no online. No, it actually does have online. I believe it is full cross-play, although I'm not 100% sure. This is your customization setup, player shop. For male, I'm not going to go into this, but it's basically a whole bunch of Japanese text that, as an English speaker only, and as someone who doesn't know enough Japanese, I cannot read. This is upload save data. This is for if you have a PlayStation 3 version, then you can bounce the data between PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita versions. You of course need to have the game for both systems, but still. And then game settings. Let's take a look at this quickly. So first things first. At the top you can tell there's English text there, control settings, battle settings, sound setting, radio chat. So these control settings, the first two here are camera invert options. This is normal, this is invert. Fairly standard stuff. This is camera control speed. It's for when you're not locked onto a target, how fast do you swing the camera. Battle settings, I'm not 100% sure what these are. I'm really not. This could be automatic mode shift, but I'm not 100% sure. I think it seemed, judging just by the text, I think it's automatic range melee mode switch, but I could be wrong. I've left it off because I'm used to it that way. Sound settings, separate sliders for background, sound effects, voice. These are the defaults, by the way. It actually does default to 80% background music. Seems pretty good so far. Radio chat. I don't know too much Japanese. Only parts I really know are... the first one is thank you, and this one is sorry. That's about all I know about Japanese. So, this radio chat customize, this is used for customizing your chat when you are in online play. For the most part, it is nice to at least know that this is thank you and sorry, but for the most part, you're not going to use it too much. Because the online play is primarily Japanese speakers, you'll have to be a little bit careful because, you know, you're an English speaker or you're not Japanese speaking. That'll be a bit difficult, but for the most part, you can remain mute and nobody's going to care. In terms of online, I'm going to mention it here. Netcode seems to be pretty good. I am from the West Coast of North America, so my connection may be better than some of yours, but the connection is fairly stable. I haven't noticed any lag issues. It's all around pretty darn good. Let's get into some gameplay right off the bat. I'm going to ignore the player shop. Basically, you get GP from doing missions and selling off your items. You can get up more parts as well as a few outfit customizations from the shop. That's about it. Nothing too special. So there you go. There's my unit over there. That's actually my pretty looking one, not my actually good at doing missions one. So let's first of all, let's grab a mission here. So right now I've made it to mission 56. Apparently there are 99 missions right now. You know what? I've never done this mission before, but I think I'm going to do this after my first demonstration. These are the cheese easy. Let's do this one. Let's find one here. Survival. That's gonna, let's see. That might take a while. Let's find something with not too much team attack. Okay, sure. Let's do team attack. The team attack mode sets you up with 4 other bots. You can see them load in here, so yay, custom max. So first of all, let's take a look at customization. Press circle while at this terminal and you will get customization. So you can see here's my unit here. You can actually tell that there are 2 blank slots here. The blank slots are shield and range damage because I don't have a shield or a ranged weapon on this thing. Yeah, range. Okay, let's just parts build. It's basically when you get parts, you can build them. You look in the bottom left corner. There's my builder level. As you build parts, your builder level will increase, and a higher builder level increases the quality of the parts that you build. That's basically it. Customize. So customization, you get all these parts. These are all the various parts I've picked up. It obviously focuses directly on the part that you have equipped right now. This one I've only done for shinies and pretties. It's not actually that practical of a weapon because the damage output kind of sucks compared to my other options. That's okay. Ranged weapon. What the heck is this rifle? Huh. When did I get that? Whatever. Optional parts. Okay, let's just go through this first of all. Head, body, arms, leg, backpack. These basically just have stats. You can tell from those numbers that popped up, you have a various stats that changed. Let's see here. The ones that you should probably memorize are, the first 3 stats are defensive stats. Health, physical mitigation, beam mitigation. The 4th option, the first line there, that is shield. Shield is basically how much damage the shield, if you equip it, can take. Then the line and the number above it. The first line is melee damage. The second line under it is ranged damage. Obviously, I cannot have ranged damage when I have no ranged weapon, but still. Those determine how much damage you inflict. This is in part based on your weapon, but it is also based in part depending on what items you decide to equip. So, for example, you can see that the Death Scythe Hell Endless Waltz equipment, you can see that it increases my melee damage. Various parts can increase or decrease damage. Down below, you can see these bars. These are supposed to be proficiencies for various weapon types. I don't know how this works properly. I don't know if it increases your decreases number range or increases damage. I don't know what it does. I'm sorry. So this is what I have equipped here. Ranged and melee weapons, as you can tell, these modify various stats. Options. Let's get into here for a second. These first 3 up here, where are these coming from? These are coming from the parts I have equipped. If you have a part equipped, so for example, the Vulcan comes from my head part. And you can see down here it does 70 times 5 damage. That is pitiful. And in the bottom right corner it says it does 20 ammo. This, for example, does that number of damage, infinite uses because it's a beam saber. And this one does much more damage and has 20 uses. And this can be reloaded through various means in the battle. Mostly it's the shiny pink things. If you pick them up, then they will reload your optional parts. These 3 down here are universal option parts. You can throw them onto any unit, assuming you have the cost. As you can see, those 2 numbers down there. The first of those 2 numbers is cost limit. Second number is cost consumed. As you can see, I can't equip any of them because they're too darn expensive. But still, these are the ones you can put on any unit. These 2 are repair items. This third one is a damage item. Now, EX actions. EX actions are super moves. When you first load in, they will all be loaded with maybe some exceptions that I haven't seen yet. So, for example, this is my satellite cannon. Okay, let's take a look in here first. You can see I have a whole bunch of close-range EX actions. They all do various amounts of damage. Okay. And you can also see in the bottom right here, you can see that they all have a certain reload time. So this one takes 12 seconds, 10 seconds, 12 seconds in order to be used again. You also have these healing skills. I believe all of these heal your entire party, which is helpful for co-op. It's also helpful if you're on your own as well. I don't know what heroic finish does, I'm sorry. You look down here, you can see a whole bunch of long range options. For example, all of these options have to be used with a various weapon type. In this case, the weapon type is rifle, which I do not have equipped. These close range ones, I believe, require a beam saber to be used, a saber type weapon to be used, and then various other options down here. Now, this one down here, the satellite cannon, it's specific to your the back. In this case, it's backpack, but there's some that, for example, require head, like the double Zeta one, for example, etc. But basically, the EX action is bound to your item type, and you get it when you build that item. That's basically it. You also have modules. Modules grant bonus stats. Let's see what else we can toss in here. Where the heck is it? There you go. My regen. I'm just gonna toss random ones on here. I don't actually know what they do. Lance. What the hell do I want Lance for? Okay. Just toss that on there. Alright, so you can see that these things give various bonus stats. Like this one gives 5,000 HP and all sorts of stuff. These are just bonus stats you can tack on. As far as I can tell, these don't really consume... Yeah, these don't count towards your cost limit. Obviously, your ability to use them is determined by OS version. If you notice with all these parts, it says required OS version. Your OS version determines whether or not you can use the part. That's about it. So let's save these changes. And you know, I'm going to save it quickly. Press triangle, you can save, pick the slot, and you save to the slot. So yay. You can also upload the unit to Gundam Perfect Games. I'm not entirely sure what this does. I believe it just adds it to their gallery. That's about it. Something, vote on it. I don't know exactly, but there you go. Obviously, you need to be connected to the internet. So let's head into the mission. 3, 2, 1. I haven't found a way to cancel out of this, but there you go. And here you go, you get this little launching cutscene. You can skip it. You can press any button, then press start, and you can skip it, as you can see in the top right corner. I'm just going to show it to you guys, because you may not have seen this before. And you launch. Interestingly enough, the boost animation doesn't show while you're launching, even though you do get booster flare from certain boosters, which is interesting, but whatever. Also, if you press buttons on the loading screen, you can see they light up. Yay! Shiny lights. This is the only somewhat long loading screen. The rest of the loading screens are really short. Oh, you can see this is melee combat. You can do a whole bunch of... You can do short combos, but for the most part, it's just you do damage. This is basically Dynasty Warriors combat in the sense that square, triangle, circle. That's basically how the combos go. Triangle, circle. Oh crap. Square, triangle, and so forth and so on. It's basically Dynasty Warriors combat. So you can air juggle, knock him to the ground, and all the good stuff. And if you want to see an EX action, here's the satellite cannon. Long ass animation time. This is different. This is also usually a special EX animation, but let's see. This one has a long animation time, then deals tons of damage. Some of them have short animations. Some of them have faster animations. For example, my EX action on bound to the square button. That's a really fast animation. It heals my entire party. And then here you go. More damage. This one, in this mode, your team comes with a cost cap of some sort. I believe, I don't know, is it based on your unit's cost, or is it based on just units dying? I'm not 100% sure about that one. I'll have to double check it sometime in the future. But basically, cost, you have to take down your opponent's cost in order to win by defeating enemies. And there you go, beat up more enemies. So I think this last guy should do the trick. Beat the crap out of him. There you go, that's the last one. Move on to the next zone. Also in this mode, you'll get these boxes that show up. You have to press square on them, then pick them up. There are also similar boxes in the environment that you can press square on, and they will drop health pickups. There you go. Enemies! Enemies need killing! Yeah. Alright. Satellite cannon! Because it's cheesy like that. Takes forever to charge up, But when you finally get it, oh, so satisfying. Double kill. Yay. Now when that red bar fills up, you can tap the middle screen to do an awakening. And then you can... It increases your damage output, I believe, by 50%. It also dramatically increases your melee range as well as your melee swing speed. And obviously there's a time limit. I believe if you kill enemies during the time limit, you slightly extend the time limit. But otherwise, it's fairly limited. You build up the bar by beating up enemies. You can see I take this guy down, the bar fills up a little bit. You can also tell that there's a lock-on in this game. You can enable it or disable it by touching the bottom right corner. You see I've touched the bottom right corner there. You can see I no longer lock onto stuff. Touch it again, I lock onto stuff again. So let's just beat the crap out of this. There you go. Where the hell is this guy? Die. Die. Alright. As you can tell, because my gear is kind of crappy for this mission, it's taking me a while. I will say this game is actually very gear dependent. Like, stuff that you would otherwise find difficult can be beaten very easily if you have better quality gear. Let's just get through this. Also, you'll notice that the AI has some voice acting. I don't know why, but that character has really bloody annoying, you know, the standardized lolly voice, which is just a pain in the ass to listen to. I don't know. Anyways, let's see if this hits. Tracking is terrible, but come on. Yep, got one. And there you go. Get past this stage. Is this the last of it? Nope, I think the... Yep, that's the end of this mission. Alright. Oh, there, I got a new module. Gonna pick up all these parts. If you can also hold down the select button in order to skip through this quickly. So there you go. Now, wait for this to load for a second. There you go. Mission complete. You can see all those mini achievements. You can see, of course, over here, the line graph is... It's pretty neat. It's just like, hey, this is what I accomplished throughout the mission. So there you go. That's how much I get. Circle. Now this is my loot. Now loot system works like this. Triangle is sell immediately. Sell everything. Oops. Okay, sorry. Triangle is take everything. Square is sell everything. Circle is take one. X is sell one. You can sell these items for more GP. You can also take them, build them, and you can get higher build levels. So let's just get out of here first. Again, it loads the lobby. Loading times aren't too bad. A small bugbear, though, is that you always start at the top of those stairs. Like, I wish you would, say, start right here. So then you can quickly go to your hangar, or you can quickly access the mission terminal. And it still doesn't take too long to get back there. I mean, yes, if the fact that you start at the top of the stairs means that you can quickly exit to the menu from here. But I would prefer being able to chain missions together more quickly from spawning at the bottom here. And then if I want to quit, I can spend the extra few seconds. It's just a bugbear. It's nothing too serious. So, okay, let's talk about parts. Parts build, first option at the top. You see I have all these parts. Oh, sweet, I can do scratch build. Okay, scratch build is an option you will eventually get after a certain builder level. I forgot which one. What the heck is this? Banshee destroy. Banshee destroy arms. I'm not entirely sure how this works. First of all, you press circle on one of these. And these will pop up. And, oh, okay, I get it. So this is Banshee destroy arms. You can scratch build a destroy arm. This is one of the Gundams. If you don't know, if you know what Unicorn Banshee is, then okay. So you press that circle. You can get the regular Banshee arms, or you can get these special arms. So these regular arms are the regular arms. Okay. You can also see that these special arms, these are, I believe, the one with the built-in rifle and claw. This one you can see that it has a required builder level 16, so you have to be that level or you cannot build it. So I'm going to scratch build this now. I've never done it before. For the confirmation screen, in order to prevent you from double tapping circle, the confirm button is square, the cancel is X. You can press square, it builds. That's the quality of the item. You can see at the bottom down here, I have that much. You can also use the touchscreen to scroll around it, or you can use the right stick. Over here you can see the stats of it, so yay. Okay, let's get back over here. So you can see that I have all these various parts. Let's go over one of the new ones first. So MBF02, I have no idea what that is. Press circle, you just get that little sound, then you can press this. Strike rouge. Yep, strike rouge legs, so this is what they are. And then you can do that. Now, if you want, you can also press square to lock the item. Now, if you want to, there is also start. Now, when you press start, this is mass build. I believe that when you press circle, you will mass build it into your inventory. If you press triangle, you will mass build it into the parts stock. Parts stock, the only difference is it doesn't show up in the customization screen and it doesn't sell when you go to the shop to sell it. That's about it. So I'm just going to mass build it. You can see you get a few of the animations. So there you go, strike, arms, gym legs. I'm just going to mash circle through this. You won't actually get your EXP progress bar until the end of all this. So this is a much faster way to get through all of the parts. And then there you go. So that's all done. Let's do a bit of customization, why not? Even though I'm not going to save it. So, customize. Let's see here. So we can pick out new heads. This is the Asteroid Blue frame, G3 Gundam. Let's do the Asteroid Blue frame. Why not? Why the hell not? What new bodies do we have? Let's see. This I believe is sort by franchise or something. I have no idea. I'm not sure what the sword options are exactly, but I know that these two sword options down here these two options down here to do the stats. This is based on part capacity. For example, you can see that the God Gundam chest has a higher capacity. Let's use this out. Ashtray, why not? Okay. Here we are. We're at the arms. That's the sword striker. Where the heck is it? Yeah, one of the things though, I'm trying to find the scratch build part that I just made, but it's a little bit difficult to find parts when you start to get a ton of them. That's why you can also press square and you can move these parts into storage. You can also obviously sell off the parts as well. But, come on, where is it? Oh, there we go. Here's the... No, is that the part? It's unicorn. Oh, there it is. Here's the part I just made, so we'll equip it now. Now, let's see here. Legs. I think we're okay for legs. Backpack. I'm going to change up the backpack a little bit. Sure, let's use a Banshee backpack, since we're practically building a Banshee right now. Alright, shield. It actually kind of looks funny to put a shield on the Banshee arm, just saying. Like, really, it's like, why would you put a shield on that arm? Why would you need a shield on that arm? Oh, well. Anyways, let's see. Attack power. You can see, of course, that it's, like, near the bottom of, in terms of attack power for my weapons. This is my best weapon right now. It's a new Gundam Beam Saber. Yes, so you can see I get a bit more damage out of that. This is a master grade rifle. It looks kind of funny. Let's see here. So options. Let's see. Do I have it? Yep. You can see this is the beam cannon, the right arm, armed armor. There. What is the Tonfa from? Yep, that's also from Banshee. So let's do a whole bunch of this stuff. Actually, I like assigning the beam saber to the right slot. There you go. You have all these crazy stuff. You can also obviously assign all these EX actions to it. EX actions cost money, so let's see. Cost points, so I don't know. Let's do cross slash ground stomp. Alright. Modules are fine. And you can see the customization works like that. You know what? Let's just save this for a second, and I'll show you painting. You see, I painted it. Part stock is just storage. Edit name. Yeah, just name. No big deal. In terms of online play, you will show up as your PSN ID, not the name of your gunpla. But in terms of the party window, when you're playing the game, it will show up as this name. Let's paint. Let's paint it in my lame and regular colors. So first of all, this is pattern. The first option is pattern. You can see I have various camo options here. So yay. This first one is plain. And you have these various colors, your regular RGB sliders. You can mash, you can use right stick. The left stick automatically does it very quickly. If you use the D-pad, it'll start slow and then accelerate after a few seconds. Nothing too special. Now, what are we really looking for? We're looking for this here. This option up here. So let's just use this. So you can see that there are two options in the bottom portion here. You can press triangle or you can press square. When you press square, you get to load color sets. When you press triangle, you get to save them. So I've loaded this one in by default, but you can see some of them don't look so great. Starting with the head. Head looks okay. Body. Yeah, body I'll leave like that. You can see though the arms, like I want it to be blue, those are yellow. What you can do is load, pick a different set, and there you go. Legs, backpack. I think that should be this one. You know, it's weird. I've never really seen... Oh, right, it's the groin area. So which one is it? This one. Okay. Quickly change this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And there you go. You also have these options down here. Let's see here. Let's go to the full body so they're easier to see. You can see these are the decals. You'll have to look really closely. You can only really see it on the chest armor right here, but on the leg armor there, but you can see that there are decals shifting. This is the gloss level, like how shiny it is when the light is reflected. You can turn it all the way down to 0 and just make it completely non-glossy. And you can also, default is 50%. This is various types of wear and tear options. As you can see, that one I think is rust. This one, and so forth and so on. You can obviously pick off the parts individually. By the way, this one is sand, I think. It only really colors the feet, but still it's interesting to see. Oh, let's save that. And let's get into another fight, shall we? Let's get into that mission that I haven't done yet. Oops. Press circle, not X. That's more just me messing up the Japanese and English control defaults. So let's get into this mission that I have no idea what it is. Let's see what happens. We can also get to try out my new Unicorn Banshee arms. See what happens. Let's skip through this. Okay, so this is supposed to be one of the bosses. And again, I haven't seen this yet, so I'm showing you this. This is the first time I've seen it. If I explode, now you know why. Actually, no, if I explode, it'll still be okay, because you have infinite retries, but your score does go down. What the heck is this? Yeah, that's my question too. Where the hell is this? Neat. Alright, so what do we have here? Again, you can skip this cutscene by pressing buttons, but whatever. Oh, I've seen this boss in promo materials before. Grandmaster Gundam! Yay. Yep, I will probably get blown up horribly. Oh well. Alright, here goes nothing. You're gonna jump up, beat the crap out of this guy. Ah! Yeah. Oh crap. And there's the beam. Use this for invulnerability frames. Use this again for invulnerability. Let's see how far I can get. Let's see, change my optional part to the beam? No, I think we should try this. There we go. Now this you can avoid by boosting up really high. Or maybe you can't. Like, I don't know, like I said, I've never used this unit before, I don't know. Oh, you only have 1 life on this one. Interesting. So either way, you can see that this is one of the big bosses. These bosses can actually be very hard at times. Let's pick an easier boss for now, so that you don't have to watch me fail instantly. But as you can tell, like, in the previous mission it wasn't too hard. This one, though, is much harder. You can tell I failed nearly instantly. Oh, let's pick a different mission. One where I don't embarrass myself instantly. Where the hell is it? Team attack normal, defend. Where the heck was it? Okay, this one. This is one of the easier missions, but this is going to be an example of what the boss fights are like. And yes, I'm horribly overspec'd for this, but whatever. Alright, let's get into this. Beat the crap out of some bosses. Skip this cutscene. Huge signs of enemies approaching fast. Yeah, that's English at its finest. But this sign basically means special boss. Like I said, this is the first boss you meet in the game, is the Shamblo. It's not too hard. You do have infinite retries. And all these bosses have their own special cutscenes. I sort of wanted to show you Absolus, but I couldn't find it, so whatever. There you go. So let's beat the crap out of this guy. Oh, so that actually is invulnerability frames. Beat the crap out of you. Nope. And as you can see, it does tons of damage. By the way, when you lose parts, you can hold R to quickly attract them back in. As you can see, I'm doing way more damage than I should. Also, when you lose your legs, normally you can walk over, but this, you have to press R. Alright, let's use the optional part. Alright, it has limited range. There you go. So now, I took out 1 health bar. You get into this state, it becomes invulnerable for a second. Second health bar opens up. Now you have a different stage of the boss. Let's see if we can see it. You see that there? That's the boss coming out of the ground. That's why I'm constantly moving. You can see that my AI partners don't know how to move. As you can see, this is a different stage of the boss. Also, if you hit it, you do no damage, just for the record. Okay, and then get back to this phase. Also, melee attacks are auto-homing, which is convenient. That's a generic beam saber, okay. Let's see what this does. That's dual wield beam sabers. And that I can't use because this is the boss. So let's beat the crap out of him some more. Let's use my awakening. Make this take a lot less time. Go ham. Also during the awakening, if you might be able to notice it, but the background music actually changes. There we go, head part. Finish this. Let's show off the boss mechanics a little bit first. You can see it's firing beams all over the place. You can see that it's bouncing off the stuff in the sky. Firing beams all over the place. And now, oh crap. Okay. And then, of course, it fires that beam. Now let's finish this boss off. Bam. And then you have that animation. You can see the water. I'd say the water textures normally look pretty nice. It's a bit harder to tell from this distance, but they tend to look pretty good, aren't good. Let's take you... I'm going to take you through one of the... Maybe? Nah, I won't. I could take you through one of the early tutorial segments to show you how nice the water looks, but whatever. Let's cut it off here so the video doesn't drag on for too long. So, would I recommend this game? In my honest opinion, I think it's a little bit difficult to recommend... Actually, no. Okay, first of all, if you are a Gundam fan and you are willing to drop the money on this, please, for the love of all that is good, buy this game. It's a great Gundam fan service game. You will love this game for its self-referential stuff. Absolutely. Oh, what do you know? I got some new stuff. Let's sell the rest of this crap. It's just all the little references here and there. Even some of the AI partners, like I recognize that one of the AI partners uses one of the famous lines uttered by Norris Packard, I believe, when he's in his last battle, and all sorts of other little things like that. Obviously, you have all of the units from all of these series. I've noticed that, though, is that age is not represented in this game. I'm not sure whether this is because of level 5 owning a lot of the rights to age, or if it's just because of the fact that age has no popularity whatsoever. You do get Build Strike, which is from the currently airing Gundam Build Fighters. If I load this... Okay, let's save this in the slot first. You can see that's a Build Strike, so let's save this here. No, I don't want to upload to the Gundam Perfect Games. Load slot. There you go. There's my Build Strike. And wait for that to load. As you see, I have a Build Strike. There's also... let's see here. Obviously, I have Seed Destiny. I don't believe there is Wing TV, but they do have Wing Endless Waltz. There are a few other... Let's see. Any other series I'm missing out on? I do... Yes, I think they have some 08 MS team, but I haven't actually gotten any parts for them yet. They obviously have the Goof, though, which is awesome. For example, if you go into the weapons... Where the heck is it? Oh wait, how to get rid of the shield first. That's a Build Strike shield, but whatever. Let's see. If we get into the weapons here, Gatling gun. Where is it? There we go. You see this? This is, well, it's a slightly oversized version. Let's try to find the smaller one. Yeah, where are you? There you go. Here's the good old Goof Gatling gun. Another special stuff like this. Let's just put... where the heck did I put the shield again? Go me. BF. Looking for BF. MBF. No. There we go. Okay, there I found the item. That's a little bit of a bugbear with this system, though. It's a little bit hard to find stuff if you don't already know where it is. Obviously, you can press square and just move it into storage so you don't have to sort through them. But it still can be a pain in the ass sometimes. Yeah, it does have build fighter stuff. Let's see, if you sort this like this, and you have GMs, Crossbone. Crossbone was just added for the Vita version and the update. This, I believe, is Wing... Yeah, this is just Wing Gundam. Oh, okay, this is a Wing Zero Endless Waltz version. Let's see, anything else? No. These are the MG parts, by the way. You can tell they look oversized. That's because these are supposed to be... Because the HG parts are 1/144th size, and the MG parts are 1/100 size. So it does kind of look silly if you put some of the MG parts. Zeta, 00. Turn A, again, this was recently added for the Vita version, etc. So you have all that series representation and good stuff like that. Now, however, in terms of people who are not Gundam fans, because for Gundam fans, this is an easy recommendation, assuming you have the money. If you're not a Gundam fan, then you have two big hurdles to overcome. First of all, enemy variety is decent because of the fact that they will use all of the parts in the game, but in terms of, say, actual combat variety, it mostly boils down to enemies that can stun lock you, enemies that cannot stun lock you. For the most part, it is wave after wave after wave of enemies that you can cull with big moves and all that fancy stuff. So there's that. There's obviously the special bosses with special boss mechanics. Those guys have their own difficulty curve, but in terms of everything else, it's Dynasty Warriors plus in a way. Like, it's I think it's better than Dynasty Warriors. I think it helps. This system also has a good amount of action, good amount of customization, special moves, throwback moves. Like, for example, when you saw me using Unicorn Banshee, I did a whole bunch of little moves that are representative of the unit. So there's also stuff like, apparently you can unlock Transam for some of the double O units, etc. And all that fancy stuff. But if you're not a fan, you're not going to get most of that, and you won't really appreciate it. Yes, the customization is nice. Yes, the flashy stuff is nice. But I don't know. Like, the price is very steep, I will say that. On the Japanese PSN, as of posting and up until January 1st, 2014, the asking price on the PSN will be 6,280 yen, as well as you get a starter pack that comes with an HD Build Strike and an HD Destiny. Those don't really mean too much. You can just grind up the parts by playing the game. But otherwise, you do get the price reduction. But even so, when you look at the yen price, like an easy conversion is to say that 1 yen is $1. So using that easy conversion, it's already 63 bucks. But then you use the real conversion, which actually would put it at around 70 bucks at the discounted level. And then even if you get it off an online retailer, then you have delivery costs, you have import taxes, you have all these costs on top of it. So by the time this comes to your front door, if you get a physical version, it could cost about 100 bucks. And again, if you're not a fan, that's a really tough sell. There is the limited edition Gundam Breaker set that comes with 2 models, a custom Vita 2000 in the Gundam Breaker game. I forgot how much that cost. I think it was like 250,000 yen, I believe. I could be wrong. That is technically a better deal since you do get a Vita to go with it, but even so, if you're not, like, you have to get over the Japanese hurdle, and if you're a fan, you will eventually get over it because, you know, it's in Japanese, it's a Japanese series. If you're not a fan, though, this is a really tough sell because it's just brutally expensive. Also, I'm making a video of this because it's a Japanese game. It stands a snowball's chance in hell of coming over to the north, getting it imported. Like, there are some Japanese games that do, but this is a Gundam game. Gundam games, unless they're called Dynasty Warriors Gundam, they do not get imported anymore. I'm sorry. It's just annoying. So, TLDR. Gundam fans, please buy this game. It's amazing. Non-Gundam fans, it's kind of expensive. You'll have a great time with it. This is what I would call a 1,000-hour game because you can grind for more parts, you can do more customization, you can fool around with different playstyles and all the good stuff. So this is what I would call a 1,000-hour game. But it's still a very tough sell to non-Gundam fans because of the price tag. But if you are a Gundam fan, I would say get over the price tag hurdle and buy it. My name has been Vsin. Thanks for watching.